Hi there, I just wanted to tell you something I somehow forgot to mention, so this video makes sense to you. Week 4 is reading deprivation week. You are supposed to hear your inner voice better by not drowning it out with other people's voices. My husband and I decided that reading isn't primarily what drowns out our voice, but rather listening to music, so those are two things we won't do for 1 week. Also, feel free to laugh about past Francis who wanted this week's Urges Day to be in a book cafe. I sure did. Okay, enjoy the video.
Okay, going for a walk with the dog, check. Shower, check. Get some breakfast, about to eat. And I also have my ticket. Weather is bad, but that was to be expected. I don't need to take anything with me because I'm not allowed to read or listen to music. What's a woman gonna do?
What about this self-confident girl? Guess you really need to be with her. She's so clever and so strong. Will you really need to? Will you really need to meet her? All men are obsessed. It's a pure necessity to worship her. Look at all the flowers on her dress. Will you really need to? Will you really need to see her? Oh, that girl, she's on top of the world. Her name is Eden.
I didn't touch a book in the book cafe, which is great. I'm not allowed to read. And this is a very large lake in the south of Germany. Across the lake is Switzerland, and you can even see the Alps.
Quick update. I'm having a great time until now. And I'm about to head into the art supply store.
You feel so far away, though you're close. Where's your mind at? I wanna know. A penny for your thoughts. I wanna know what's inside that heart of yours. Do you let anyone get under your skin? You play it cool, but underneath I know you're hiding something. Do you let anyone get under your skin? You play it cool, but underneath I know you're hiding something. Do you let anyone get under your skin? I just wanna get to know you, so would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you, boy?
This is what we are working with currently. This is the living room area. We have this divider. Dino just cuddles in these, therefore they are all over the place. I thought I could use this side of the sofa which is what I usually use. I quite enjoy sitting there. Let's decorate it. I am also getting another lamp because I do need a decent light. I know candles are pure vibes, but vibes will surely ruin my eyesight even more. I shall annex this side table. Oh, my husband will not be happy, but the artist's way told me, Julia Cameron told me to do it. Now, what did I get? I have this side table next to me, and on it I will place a collection of poems from Bertolt Brecht. This book about packaging illustrations, which is gorgeous. One of my favorite interactive books about fairy tales, where you have all these paper constructions and you can go through them. And third of the inspirational books is this Pastel Innovations. These are the inspiring books, and then there are also the books I want to read, which I will probably switch through. We have The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which I want to read before the movie comes out, as well as The Bloody Chamber by Angela Carter, horror-like retellings of fairy tales. And then I bought this a while ago. National Geographic has these special editions about certain topics. And finally, I will place my sketchbook here, one of my 3 sketchbooks. And I will also, for the time being, put my swatches here. Hopefully they will inspire me as well. If they don't serve me, I'll just place them elsewhere. I will drink my very first coffee here now and do some of the artist's way tasks. Oh, can you see? He will very casually, accidentally drop it in front of my feet. It's not playtime yet. No, it's coffee time. It's so funny. Oh, my husband is gonna hate this. Decorating my space was just cluttering my favorite books here. But to me, that is a dream area. It's a chair. I have some pillows. I have decor. There is a candle. I'm just kidding. He'll be fine. He supports me in everything I do, even cluttering. I can check that off. Now I want to talk about something that is giving me trouble. And that is the following task: time travel. Describe yourself at 80. What did you enjoy with 50? Write a letter to yourself now. What would you encourage yourself to do or urge yourself to pursue? I have several problems with that, and they are in theme with the problems I have throughout this artist's way so far, which is that I don't take things for granted. If I don't dream of a great life that I had with 80, then there will be nothing to miss if I don't make it to 80, which is of course stupid, but still, sometimes that's how the mind works. I already don't care what people think, which is something I would usually give that advice to younger people. Maybe in my mind, I am just already an 80-year-old woman. I have been told to be an old soul and a wise person. These are some of my strengths. Maybe that's why it is I'm having a hard time with it. I already try to do the wise and thoughtful thing. Therefore, I wouldn't give myself any advice that I wouldn't give myself right now. I want to dream bigger. I want to have bigger goals. I think my future self would tell myself to loosen up a bit. To all the old souls out there, doing things for your future self and making the wise decision.
now, this is so exciting for me. Last week I talked about how I played Stardew Valley again to battle my anxiety. It's this very adorable farming simulator, and I just now am carrying the last thing I need to restore the community center of the town over. It's a truffle I needed. My pig dug it up and I'm bringing it to the little spirits called Junimos by offering them these different things for the bundles, food, or gemstones. They in turn restore the community center for me. And that is my personal goal always. My last record, my fastest restoration of the community center before was Winter 1st. And before that, it was Winter 14. And for that, I painted a shirt in celebration with fabric paint. I didn't want to paint another one for Winter 1st because the community center in winter just looks the same. But I thought if I can manage to restore it in fall, I would definitely need another shirt, and I will do a lino cut fabric print. It's not a priority right now, but it will be maybe not within the next week, but the week after that. I will go and work on that. I'm very excited.
I know it's very bright. The sun is out, which is nice. And I want to show you what I found now. First off, in the art supply store, I found this free hand lettering exercises, a little sheet, and you can work on your alphabet, your calligraphy. Then we also have this kitchen cloth, and it is from Portugal. I had my stepfather in mind when I bought this, and I think he will like it. And the third thing I got also in the art supply store is this sheet of decorative paper. It has all these different maps. I love it! And it was so cheap. It's twice this size. I already folded it in the middle. The final thing I got is this little logic quiz booklet. There must be a name for it. If I find it, I'll put it here somewhere. I love it. I also love Sudoku quite a lot. I love logic quizzes that involve maths. And because I wasn't able to read or listen to music, I thought this would pass the time I usually spend doing those things. And it did. It really did. Which brings me to the second thing I wanted to talk about, and that's how does not being able to read anything affect me? If you hear some tapping, it's the dog. He is restless. We're about to go outside. And now, what are you doing? I think he's eating dust. I noticed that, yes, I do hear my own voice more clearly, but at the same time, it's really annoying because my head always plays music. And in addition to playing music, now that I can't listen to music to drown out that inner radio, I started full-on conversations with myself as if I am a guest on a podcast discussing a topic, which is interesting because I am very focused on that topic. I have found a new focus with this reading and music deprivation, but I don't really want it. It's nice to notice, but I'm very happy when this week is done. Does that make sense? I don't think I'll be up to much creatively, and I will probably see you next in the check-in. Another cozy check-in, and I fully forgot to show you these two ribbons that I got when I was on the market while being on my artist date. Let me show you. I have some lunch with me, but I'll pause that for a second. First one is this dreamy sun and star ribbon. I'd like to use it in a bookbinding project of some kind, and then I also have this very normal ribbon, but it's the perfect shade of blue. It has a hint of purple in it, and it's perfect for the Little Prince edition, which is making progress, but it's still not finished. That's 2 months now I've been working on it. Next week I will be testing some brass stamps that my husband made with his CNC machine. Now about this week, I had a fun time with the little dreamy corner I now have, and I do sit there every morning. I also had a good time on my artist date, but I already know that next week the artist date is going to be something relaxing, something where I don't have to leave the house. I'll think of something. And then I also didn't create anything this week. It takes so much time to edit these videos and to make them for you that I don't have the time to be creative. I'm sure I'll find some kind of balance over the next few weeks, but that's how it's looking right now. So no creative stuff. I'm still getting the hang of this whole filming and editing schedule to do these weekly videos. Well, I hope you had a good time and hope to see you in the next one. Bye!